Alright, well. So here we have the patch from the book. The central unit is this sequential switch, 8 to 1, meaning 8 inputs are led to 1 output here. The output of the switch lead to attenuating VCA, and from there it goes to the sounds section here containing the VCO, plateau as a reverb, and the main audio out. The clock for the sequential switch is delivered by this LFO here down here, and it runs at a frequency of 1 Hertz. So the inputs come from these 2 LFOs, and I use all outputs of the LFOs to input the switch. Let's look at the frequencies at first. They are both running at 0.5 Hertz, so we have an integer relation between these two, of course, because they are identical, the frequencies, and the clock LFO here. It's a simple relation 1 to 2, 1 to 2, or 1 to 1/2, which is also integer here in this meaning. So let's have a look at the constitution, the succession of the wave shapes. I clocked the downwards direction, and you see the green light is going from channel 8, input 8, down to input 1. So let's have a look. At input 8 is a sine wave. At input 7 we have a saw wave here. And at input 6, the red cable here is a triangle, and a square wave at input 5. Then after the square wave comes this yellow cable here, once again a square wave. Once again? Okay, why did I patch it that way? Okay, doesn't matter. And then let's leave it so. Then the blue cable, the saw wave, then triangle, and at last, the sine wave. Okay, well, so let's have a look. What we see? We see a square, we see a triangle, we see a sine, then the saw, a triangle, and. So the succession of wave shapes is always the same. It's a repeating, more or less complex cycle so far. So the question is, what happens when the relation is, when there are different relations? So for example, when one LFO is at double the frequency of the clock, let's do so, still in integer relations, so I change the frequency of 2 Hertz. And we see that simply the wave shapes produced by this LFO repeats or more often before the next step comes in and the shape changes again. But all in all, the sequence here is the same. It stays the same, it repeats. So let me go back let me go back to 1, which means the same frequency as the clock LFO. So let's say 1. And again, repeating the same quite complex sequence all over, again and again. Alright, now let me go to non-integer relations to demonstrate that then we don't have always the same repeating sequence here. I go backward to 0.5 Hertz. 12 oscillators, but I say, let's say frequency here is 1.1 Hertz. Yeah, here was a difference to the first what we had now. Difference was here. Here. Alright, let me increase the clock frequency quite a lot. A little less. Okay. No, I'm at 12. It's integer again. So let me... 11 and a half. And now let me change the frequencies in a way that there are no integers at all. So I say, here I take, let's say, 0.9 hertz. Here I take 9.15 hertz. And here I take, let's say, 0.933 hertz. Yeah, so it was only once, and instead of twice, the sine wave, as it was in the cycle before, and. And now let's make a little bit of chaos. Let's increase all frequencies. Right. Yeah, okay. Well, that may be sufficient for demonstration, for reasons of demonstration.